Hi, this is Bridget from SpeechTherapyTalk.com. I am a speech language pathologist. I have been working for about 12 years, and I have a website, SpeechTherapyTalk.com, and a private practice, Speech Therapy Talk Services. And this video, I am going to go over the basics of early intervention speech therapy for late talkers. So this is kind of the very first video. If you are a professional or you are a parent, start here because we're going to review what words you should work on first and then what therapy should look like and how to achieve it. So you should start with core vocabulary and keep therapy naturalistic, keep it functional. All right, number one, core vocabulary or functional words. If you are not a speech therapist, you are probably wondering what that is. Well, there is something we call core vocabulary and fringe vocabulary. Now, core vocabulary are those functional, powerful words, and they are mostly verbs like want, need, go, stop, in, out. I mean, those are prepositions, but they're kind of verbs. You get what I mean. Open, close, shut, drink, eat, more. So those are very powerful words that get needs met, that allows a child to communicate across settings and across situations. So what I mean by that is, let's say you're playing with the child and they learn the word car and they're communicating car, they're labeling car, you're playing cars, the child's feeling really good about it. You're feeling good about it, and then you go to eat, and they can't say, car's not helping them in that situation. When they're eating snack, okay, they don't know any words there. Instead, a word to work on first is, let's say you want to work on the word open. So you have all the cars in a bin, and the child has to ask you to open the bin, and they get a car. So they said the word open, and you work on it, and they're saying open, you open it up, they get a car, they're feeling really good about it. Then you go to eat a snack, and they have a little bag of chips or something, and lo and behold, they need you to open it. So you have to, they can say the word open, you open the bag of chips, they get the chips. Again, they've communicated. They communicated while playing, they've communicated while eating a snack, and they used a functional vocabulary word, open. It's very powerful. They can get things by saying open. They can open doors. They can open containers for food. They can open toy containers. They can open boxes. They can open presents. They can open your Amazon packages. There's just a lot of times throughout the day to say the word open. And what's really cool about this core vocabulary is it pairs nicely when you move into two-word phrases. So if you learn the word car, you can make two-word phrases with car, right? Car fast, go car, stop car. However, if you learn open first, well, you can pair that with almost any fringe vocabulary. So it's good to focus first on core vocabulary. Most of the core vocabulary are going to be verbs: go, stop, in, out, open, shut, eat, drink, sleep, those types of things. So when you're picking what words you can work on, think, how functional is this word? How many different settings can this word be used in, and how powerful is it? Okay, the next part of our video is keeping therapy natural. So you want speech therapy for a late talker to be naturalistic. Now you may be thinking, what does that mean? Well, what it means is you want therapy to be functional. So let's go through a bad example first. Let's say your therapy is just naming flashcards. And then every time they name 5 flashcards and they get a star or a sticker. That's not very functional. That doesn't even make sense. And you're betting on that the child even wants a sticker or a star or a high five, that's even motivating. that is not something that's going to give you the most for your money. And that's not even good practice. What you want to do instead is you want to keep therapy very natural and functional. So what I mean by this is you want to create situations where the child has to communicate something to get something. So the reward is that whatever they want. Now that is very functional and that is very motivating. So again, that with open, you know, you want the child to say open, and they really want those cars inside that Tupperware. So the child has to say open, then you open the box and they get a car. That's super motivating, that makes sense to them, and most likely they're going to do it again because they really want those cars. They have to say this word open. They're practicing open. They say open and they get the car. That is functional and great speech therapy. Let's say your child wants to eat a banana. Now you know the child wants a banana and he said banana, or you're trying to encourage him to say banana. What you want to do is you want to hold the banana and hold an orange and say, what do you want? Orange or banana? You know, by doing this, by saying those two words, they might repeat banana or they might point to the banana. If they just point to the banana, I'll get to this in another video, but you might kind of put it by your mouth and say banana, you know, give that input of how to say banana. You've modeled the word again, give them a banana. Now that would be a fantastic way to work on the word banana. Not such a great way to work on the word would be a flashcard of banana, because one, you're betting on that child even understands that the picture of a banana is a banana. You know, that's some symbolism that maybe they're not even there yet. But also, more importantly, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen throughout the day. That's not going to happen tomorrow. You need those flashcards for that communication to happen. If you use real objects, real situations that happen throughout the day, the child's going to get more practice. It's going to be functional and it's going to generalize. So those are some really important things to consider when you sit down and work on a child for speech therapy. Let's go through one more example. Let's say you want to work on the word go. So you could, you know, have a ramp and have the cars go up the ramp and hold up, ready, set, you know, and wait for the child to say go, or you guys say go together. And the child says go in that situation. So you're creating this situation where you're kind of expecting a word for something fun and motivating and exciting to happen. And then you can work on go when you push a ball. You can work on go when you leave the house. And they get the idea that go is when something moves. Now, all right, another key component of keeping it natural, or this naturalistic type of therapy, is you want therapy to be based around daily activities. So for a young child, that would be eating, getting dressed, cleaning up toys, playing toys, you know, their daily routine. Therapy should be based around their daily routine. It shouldn't be something new or weird added. So you can do therapy while eating, you can do therapy while driving in the car, you can do therapy at the park, playing, you know, things that they're already doing. And the third part about this is that you need to let the child pick what they want to play. Because when they pick the toys, they pick the activities, they're motivated, you know, they want to play with this. And then you weave in those functional vocabulary words. So if they pick up a game of balls, make sure the balls are in a Ziploc bag. They have to say open. Let's say they want to play with Legos. Have them in a Tupperware. They have to say open. Let's say they want to eat something out of the cabinet. You have to open, you know. So think about the vocabulary words. Think about core verbs: want, need, eat, more, and let them pick the game, and then take a second or two and figure out a way to weave those core vocabulary words in the game they have picked. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you guys. Okay, that wraps it up. That's our intro to late talker therapy, speech therapy, core vocabulary, naturalistic. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments of this video. Head over to speechtherapytalk.com. You can email me at bridget@speechtherapytalk.com or explore our website. We have a lot of free resources for late talkers, for language games, and anything else you might need. All right, thanks and have a great day. And don't forget to subscribe here or here, wherever the button is today. All right, thanks, bye.